I'm Jim Fitzgerald, a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt and Innovation Master. Hospitals face the challenges of a rapid changing ecosystem and continued cost cutting. Patient safety should not just be for patients. That's where this patient safety program starts. The best hospital patient safety program must be ubiquitous, relatively easy, be a win-win, and be measurable. Let's discuss how to achieve this. I made this introduction relatively simple to represent the simplicity of the program. Every hospital has a shadow hospital. This part of the hospital includes all lawyer costs having to do with patient litigation and also the liability insurance costs. These costs represent a burden. There is no part of these costs that improve the hospital's operations. The goal of PSP is to decrease harm to patients. There is a direct connection to hospital-acquired infections and other damage that the hospital inflicts upon patients and the size of the shadow hospital. Decreasing the instances of damage to patients directly decreases the size of the shadow hospital. Let's discuss the balance of the program. The PSP is a strategic program. It needs to be treated as a program. The PSP is not simply a satisfaction survey. It empowers everyone in the hospital. It is not departmental, but hospital-wide. It is not possible to totally eliminate the shadow hospital. However, it can be decreased significantly. The PSP will transform the operation of your hospital. It is a win-win program. The patients win and the hospital's finances win. Let's take a closer look at the shadow hospital. The shadow hospital represents the costs of all the processes put in place to respond to unintended hospital damage to a patient. The processes include the cost of litigation as well as the cost of liability insurance. The shadow hospital is also a metric of the success level the hospital has with their patients. The size of the shadow hospital should be used as a metric of a hospital's ability to not inflict unintended damage upon their patients. A good PSP should decrease this metric by at least 50%. How do you shrink the shadow hospital? Decrease the damage the hospital does to patients. Toyota invented the andon cable. When the andon cable is pulled, the assembly line or part of the assembly line stops. This happens when a worker detects a product defect. The andon cable pull is not optional, but a requirement of every employee to pull. The concept for the hospital is analogous. Johns Hopkins performed a study in which they determined that in 90% of the liability cases that they participated in, included an individual that noticed something wrong and either kept quiet or was ignored. Everybody at a hospital has a tremendous amount of institutional knowledge. The key is to create an environment where individuals can use that knowledge. Like Toyota, the PSP requires you to push responsibility down the chain of command, thereby empowering staff to focus on protecting the patient from non-standard procedures. The PSP induces a positive change to hospital culture. As with any change to something hospital-wide, it requires commitment from executives to guarantee success. Another requirement for success is strong communication. Generating staff commitment requires them to understand the benefits to the hospital and patients, and also prepare them for possible challenges. Just like at Toyota, responsibility is pushed down the chain of command. At some point, this will create a conflict. When that conflict occurs, management must be ready to stand behind staff. This sends a message that the program has strong management commitment. The benefits of a successful PSP are large and measurable. This type of program ramps up to a plateau. Therefore, to receive the full benefits, it's important the program is initiated quickly. I am Jim Fitzgerald, a Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt, Innovation Master, and expert on the Toyota Production System.